how do people even realize what sinning is and what the enjoyment they can get out of sinning actually is? How does that get to them?
How does that get to them?
Yeah. How do they even know it exists?
How do they know sin exists? Okay, I'll tell you how you know sin exists. When someone lies to you, do you like it?
No, but sometimes you don't know if they're lying.
I know. Let's say you found out.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
No, well, not really.
When someone steals from you, do you like it?
No.
When someone, let's say someone goes and sleeps with someone's wife, do you think they would like it?
No.
Well, that's sin. Sin is lying, stealing. Just read the Ten Commandments. It gives you an outline. Jesus says if he takes even, if you even look at a woman and you lust for her in your heart, you've already committed a sin. What he's basically saying it's not saying that, he's basically saying that that's how dangerous sin is. And this is why men are the problem, because we are so lustful these days. Because the secular world, the matrix, like you like to call it, presents the temptation. This is when I say when you say there's a matrix, that's what really it is about. They present the temptation and we fall into that temptation. We fall into that temptation because why do you think we want to steal? Why do you think we want to be greedy? Why do you think we want to lust?
One of the reasons is because they're not reading the religious texts that say all this is bad. So they're getting reprogrammed by the matrix to think that it's good. Because one thing you got to realize here is that our human minds, yes, we do have this inbuilt thing. We do have an inbuilt mechanism almost inside us that we know what is right and wrong. But, and I think the whole transgender issue here has proved this, is that if you get in to a mind young enough and you can reprogram them. You can reprogram someone into what they think is good and what they think is bad. To the opposite of what actually is good and what actually is bad.
You've reprogrammed someone to stop lying.
I don't know.
What I'm saying is sin comes in many forms. Sin leads to things like abortion. If you can make women believe that it's their reproductive rights, that they're not murdering babies.
Exactly.
But the root cause of it is sin. Most women murder their babies in the womb because of lifestyle choice.
Yeah, and they think it's good.
But that comes from selfishness. That comes from, I want to keep enjoying myself. I want to keep having fun.
Yeah, they don't think they actually think there's nothing wrong with this.
If that was the case, they wouldn't be so upset when you tell them it's wrong. Remember the video that we reacted to? The LGBTQ one?
Yeah. Yeah. The word of the ministry.
Why are they getting so triggered?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. They know.
Everyone knows. Yeah. There's no way God can ask you to not do something, if you have no knowledge of what it is. We all know when we are doing it. Doesn't matter whether you've been programmed, regardless of your programming.
A lot of the time, the programming is so deep that they get triggered, but they can't change their mind.
Make no mistake, programming helps someone do wrong things.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
But no amount of programming, no amount of conditioning, influencing, goes against our ability to know the difference between right and wrong. We all know the difference between right and wrong. This is why we get triggered. You see, when you speak to me, if you speak to me as a Christian, say, no, you shouldn't be doing that. If I know it's a sin, bro, I'm not going to argue with you, because the ideology that I follow, the religion that I follow, tells me that what I'm doing is wrong. So I will immediately, I won't get angry with you. I'm not going to go like, Mo, what are you doing? Don't tell me that. Don't tell Mo, what you doing? Like I wouldn't get upset with you because I know my ideology holds me accountable.
Yeah, so exactly like how your ideology holds you accountable, people whose ideology is the matrix, it gives them permission to do what. So when they follow it that like a religion, they themselves they can't.
So why do they get so triggered every time they encounter a different opinion? Then we should all be tolerant towards each other.
They don't think that the religious side is the real right and wrong side. They think their matrix side is the real right and wrong side.
Regardless of what they think, they could just turn around and say, you know what? So let's,
they can. They got.
I'm gonna carry on in the parade. I'm not pay them no mind. They can say I'm doing wrong all they want. They can mention God. They can mention God's name all they want. It makes no difference to me. That's a person, but that's not what we see.